The psychology of the ignored child. What happens when I'm fine is all you ever hear. There's a particular kind of loneliness that doesn't come from being alone. It comes from being surrounded by people who see you, feed you, clothe you, but never truly notice you. The ignored child learns early that their needs are an inconvenience, their feelings are too much, and their presence is best when quiet. They smile when they're sad, say I'm fine when they're breaking, and learn to disappear into the background so they don't cause trouble. This isn't dramatic neglect with bruises or empty cupboards. It's quieter, more invisible, and in many ways, more painful because it leaves the child wondering if they are the problem. This is the psychology of the ignored child, a hidden wound that shapes how they love, work, and see themselves for the rest of their lives. The quiet damage of emotional neglect. Emotional neglect happens when a child's emotional needs are consistently unmet. Parents may provide food, shelter, and even affection in the form of gifts or praise for achievements, but they fail to see, validate, or respond to the child's inner world. The child learns, my feelings don't matter. My needs are too much. I am only lovable when I don't need anything. Psychologists call this childhood emotional neglect center. It doesn't leave visible scars, which is why it often goes unrecognized. The child grows up appearing fine, high-achieving, independent, low-maintenance. But inside, they carry a deep sense of emptiness and unworthiness. Common signs in childhood include feeling invisible or like they don't belong in their own family, difficulty identifying or expressing emotions, overresponsibility, parenting their own parents or siblings, perfectionism or people-pleasing to earn love, a quiet belief that they are somehow too much or not enough. How ignored children learn to cope. Children are incredibly adaptive. When emotional connection is unavailable, they create survival strategies. The overachiever. They chase success hoping it will finally make them visible and lovable. The caretaker. They focus on everyone else's needs so they don't have to feel their own. The invisible one. They shrink, stay quiet, and try not to take up space. The rebel. They act out to force some kind of response, even if it's negative. These coping mechanisms work in childhood. They help the child survive. But they become heavy armor in adulthood, armor that keeps others at a distance and makes genuine intimacy feel terrifying. The long-term impact on adulthood. Adults who grew up emotionally ignored often struggle with emotional blindness, difficulty naming what they feel or needing others, self-worth tied to performance, love feels conditional on being useful or successful, fear of neediness. They pride themselves on being low maintenance but secretly feel ashamed when they need support. Difficulty in relationships. They attract emotionally unavailable partners or become emotionally unavailable themselves. Chronic emptiness. A vague sense that something is missing, even when life looks good on paper. Many describe it as feeling like they're watching life from behind glass. They can function, achieve, and even appear successful, but they feel disconnected from themselves and others. The good news: healing is possible. The brain is remarkably plastic. Even if emotional neglect shaped your early years, you can rewire your relationship with yourself and others. Healing often involves learning to feel. Many ignored children were never taught that emotions are safe. Therapy, journaling, or body-based practices help reconnect with feelings. Self-parenting, giving yourself the validation, comfort, and attention you didn't receive as a child. This can feel awkward at first but becomes profoundly healing. Building secure relationships, learning to ask for what you need and tolerating the discomfort of being seen. Grieving the childhood you needed, acknowledging the pain without blaming yourself or your parents, who were often emotionally neglected themselves. Many people who do this work describe a beautiful shift. They stop abandoning themselves. They begin to trust their feelings. They form deeper, more authentic relationships. The emptiness slowly fills with self-compassion and genuine connection. A gentle reminder. If you grew up feeling ignored, please know this. It was never about you not being enough. You were a child who needed to be seen, heard, and loved for who you were, not for what you could do or how little you needed. That need was completely normal and healthy. You deserved parents who noticed when you were sad, celebrated your small wins, and made space for your big feelings. The fact that you didn't get that doesn't make you broken. It makes the healing work you're doing now incredibly brave. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to have needs. You are allowed to be seen. And the beautiful truth is this: the child who felt ignored is still inside you, waiting with open arms for the love and attention you're finally ready to give. You've already started healing just by reading this far. Keep going. The version of you that feels deeply seen, safe, and worthy is waiting on the other side, and they are so proud of you for beginning.